Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 21 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of Minecraft 1.21. Oh boy, that's cool. I'm just chilling at my base right now, getting ready to move some AE stuff around. So last episode we got an AE system up and running. Today's episode we've updated the pack. So there's a bunch of fixes, a bunch of stuff going on, all kinds of updates to mods and whatnot. I think the power recipes are fixed. Oh yeah, they are. Nice. Woot. Power recipes are fixed. Very cool. All right, so like all kinds of fixes and updates. So definitely update to the latest version of the pack. As of the time of recording this, I just updated today. By the time you guys get this video, it will probably have been about a week. Because as you know, I like to have about a week's worth of backlog in videos, mostly because Dyer's real life is busy and hectic, and he records when he can. And some days he doesn't get to record. That said, my fuel canister here ran out, so I'm tossing a whole bunch of tier 2 coal to get my furnace ready to run again. So let's start doing stuff. What I'm gonna do is start populating my drawer system downstairs with all the stuff I've got. And we're gonna do this a little bit on camera and then a whole lot off camera, because I want you to see like what my process is and how I go through this. So let's go downstairs, and what I might, well, yeah, I'll just do this. This is fine. So like, I generally like to try to have things in some semblance of order, but you know, that might not happen. So I definitely want andesite in there. We definitely want some gravel slots. Diorite sounds cool. Definitely smooth stone. That sounds like a plan. And I'll probably be putting cobble in there as well. Dirt's a good one. Definitely want dirt. Granite, yeah, I guess we could do granite. Grass, I don't think we need in there. Dripstone, no. None of this stuff. This is not stuff that we would typically have, like, oodles of. Clay is probably a smart move. Now, if I put clay in a compacting drawer, will it do... It will not compact automatically. You know why? Because compacting drawers only work if there's a reverse recipe. So since there isn't a clay to 4 clay recipe in the pack, it will not reverse. So that's something to note. What I'm going to do is unlock you guys real quick so I can remove that. Unlock, remove, and lock. That should be cool. Okay, so clay, I'm thinking, you know, goes in there. Cobbled deep slate, probably not a bad idea. That should be cool. I'm gonna do glass and sand as well. And that's like a lot of what I'm gonna do. And generally speaking, what I'll do is so let's see. I don't know that needs to be in there, because usually I want stuff that I'm going to get via, like, mining or something like that. So, like, the arcwood planks is not going to go in there, dripstone grass. All this stuff can just kind of, like, go directly into the thing, into the A system, and that'll make its way into the drawers, right? But now you can see, like, all the resources that I'm starting to get from stuff. Anything else that I might want to put in there? Tough might not be a bad idea. That's pretty good. And there's a couple tricks we can do to make sure that we've got everything in the way we want. First off, if you double right click on a storage controller, anything you have in your inventory that can fit in said drawers will automatically go in there, into the appropriate drawers. So that's a cool trick, right? Let's get some netherrack and some tough, and some soul sand, and some sand. Cool. Double click on the drawer will insert anything from your inventory for it as well. So that's most of those blocks that's going to go in there. I'll do something similar. Usually for like crops and whatnot, I will put them in the smaller drawers. Now granted, I have a drawer system outside with a bunch of crops, so what I'll probably wind up doing is running a cable over there and hooking up a storage bus to that, so that all the crops in the farm are automatically available here through the A system as well. So that's the plan for that. Now for this guy, I'm going to get one of each type of ingot that I have. Now most of this is unsmelted, but that's okay. We'll get that going in a minute. You guys can do that for now. So ingot-wise, I'm going to usually put those in my compacting drawers. And the nice thing about that is these ingots will now automatically give me access to both the nugget and block version of each of these metals. How cool is that? Okay, so I do that, and now when I look in the AE system, I'm going to see nuggets, ingots, and blocks because that's like a benefit of the compact drawers. So see, we have blocks of gold, we have gold ingots, and we have gold nuggets. And also now going forward, if I came home from like mining in the nether with a bunch of gold nuggets, all I got to do is put them into the system and they'll automatically convert into gold ingots and or gold blocks. You know, so like it's like auto converting. So having the system here do what I'm doing is like super cool, right? Now I don't think you need to draw a system, at least not yet. These things all need to be smelted, and I'll probably do that in a few minutes. So I'm just going to do that and all this. You guys can all go away. You can go in my backpack along with you, and then also you. And that looks cool to me. Good, right? All right. And then same for like, for this stuff, right? Do I want charcoal? I don't know that we need charcoal as a drawer system, but we'll definitely do coal. Dark gems, we'll do the zirconium gems, diamonds, fluorite for sure. All this stuff seems like it would be smart to put into a drawer system. And some of them will wind up... I might need more compact drawers now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm starting to question whether I have enough. But we'll find out pretty soon. But like you can go in there, and then you, and then you, and then you. And I think most of the rest of this we don't have to worry too much about. We'll do like the 2x2 drawers. So like Zycraft gems, for example. We'll definitely do, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Okay. Sulfur dust we might want in like normal drawers, or we might just put it here. Now, when you have the 2x2 drawers, they could hold, and you can see it at the top on the tooltip there, 512 of each item. The individual drawers can hold 2,000 of each item. If you want it to hold more, functional storage has these nice upgrade things, so you can like add either copper or gold or diamond upgrades to make them store a lot more. So when we get to the point where we say to ourselves, hey, I want to store more than 512 sulfur or more than 512 Zycraft gems, at that point, I will do that. Okay. Emeralds I'll probably do in block form. You know, and most of these other dudes, glowstone will do in the block form for sure. That's a smart move, right? Saltpeter, I don't know that we need a ton of that. Raw uraninite, and I'll just kind of like, you know, be putting stuff where I put stuff. Cool. So now, if I were to like go grab all the stuff out of this chest, I should probably do my blue and red zirconium, and then what else did I have in here? Amethyst, right? But we can test this out. We can make sure that I got everything, because all I got to do is double right click on this, and it'll grab everything out of my inventory that I haven't yet done, right? So that's pretty cool, right? Crushed dark gem is apparently a different thing. I think that's gonna wind up going. That I'll just put right in my AE system and call it a day. How's that sound? Yeah, I like that plan. Cool. All right. So another trick we can do is kind of just like dump everything in here now. And I'll do the same for... So this chest is done, so I can break him now. Beautiful. And that'll free up some stuff. So mob drops will do similar with, but like if you're not sure if you've, you know, done everything the way you want to, so here's a trick that we can do. Remember, this cable right here leads to the drawer system. So if I break that cable and look in the AE system now, we'll see everything that's in the disks and not in elsewhere, right? So like Certus quartz, for example, I should probably wind up putting in the drawer system. That seems like a smart move. We also happen to have some gold and some redstone and some iron in there, along with some nether quartz, which, now that I'm thinking about it, nether quartz should also go in the drawer system. So this is a good way to kind of make sure that you've, you know, didn't put anything that has too much stuff. Like, for example, these rotated blocks. I know I said I wasn't going to put them in there, but maybe I should, right? Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I think I should. So that's what I'm going to do. And then smooth stone, you know, we'll see what else. Cobble, for example, yeah. So if I come over here and just double right click this, everything that I, you know, wanted to can go in there. and then I can start adding you, and now I'll have access to the block form of things. Okay, and the same for quartz. That'll be cool. And then I'll put these guys right there. Now, the only other thing we want to do is make sure we put void upgrades in all the drawers that we would want to void things for. So I'm going to make sure that I smelt all this stuff, okay, because that's going to be a big step for me. And then we'll come back after I've got everything smelted and I've finished moving all my resources either into drawers or just into the native AE system disks. And at that point, we'll see how much disk storage we've used up and whether or not we need a few more, which we probably will. Cool? So, back in a sec. Wow, there's a lot of ingots that I never smelted. Silver, lead, uranium, aluminum, nickel, and tin. Wow, look at all these dudes. Yeah, I could have sworn I had... What are you? Oh, you're zinc. Okay, sure, why not? So, aluminum, uranium... Like I said, I might need more... See, I told you I always underestimate how many compacting drawers I need. I really do. I always underestimate that. And tin for mechanism. I might need a few more compacting drawers. I might make one more column of them. So here's a cool trick. If you break these dudes, they retain their contents. Super cool. Cool. So then I'm going to want compacting. So I should be easily able to get a dozen of these. Yes, that is correct. That is the correct amount. All right, and then accidentally, I should have 2 more blank ones up there. That's my bad. Functional storage is fun. Okay, so let's relink. Make sure that you're cool. I'm just going to go from here to here. That should be sufficient. There might be a way to increase that range. I feel like there might be. Range. Yep, there's definitely a way to increase the range. So if we need to, we can. Deal? Deal. And then let's make sure that everybody's locked. Did that unlock everyone? Yes. Now lock them, including you guys. Perfect. And then we can add you right there. Sweet. So let's see how our disks are making out. This one has 63 types in it, so he's basically full. That's right, I left the wall of my house open, didn't I? Yup. Don't do that. And this one, 14 out of 63. So we're getting full. We're getting full. Just as an FYI, we gotta pay a little bit better attention. All right, now the last couple things are going to be my miscellaneous junk, and you'll notice I can't insert any more stuff. And the reason for that is We's full. So maybe I jumped the gun a little bit on the whole inserty bit, but we'll need to get a couple more 4K discs. So let's get 2 more of them. So for that, I'm going to need to do a little bit of crafting. I'll just do it off camera because you already know what I'm about to make, right? You've got this, covered. So that was surprisingly easy because we have an AE system with a whole bunch of cool stuff in it now. Awesome. So now I have no problem just breaking this dude and dumping all this stuff right in here. Now this is the last few chests here are like the miscellaneous junk chests of there's lots of little things, right? And as a result, we're going to quickly fill up item types here. Look, we already almost filled this one up. But this is why we avoid the... Boy, that's a lot of junk. I have to be almost full. Yeah, 52 out of 63. We've literally almost filled up all the different item types for our AE system. Now, the good news is we can do something about that. And the something that we can do about that, let's see, let's get some floors ready to go from Chisel. The good news is the thing that we can do about that is very cool. And what it is we can go get some ancient debris and get some deep storage drives, which I think I'd like to do. So I'd like to make the 4K deep storage drive. That thing doesn't have a limit of types. So see how we're like only using about half the storage on this thing, but we're full because we can only put 63 different types of items in here? The deep storage drives don't have that type limitation. So we can literally just hold 4,000 items of any different type. 4,000 different items or 4,000 the same item, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go probably into the nether and mine up some ancient debris. All right, so down at Y level 15, which from a quick Google, and mined a little bit while I was passing by, like everything I walked past, I was just like, yeah, give me that, give me that, give me that, looks cool. So here's my thought. If I right click, even though like most of the time, like, so that's literally nether gold because there's not a lot to it, but like this could be ancient debris because there's only 1 or 2 blocks. Oh, nope, that's also nether gold. But at least it's worth checking, right? I'm thinking like big patches would probably... Oh, no, that turned out to be ancient debris right there. Okay, so everything I just said is apparently not correct. But it does semi-lead you towards... What mod added this? Hidden in the depths. Oh, that's ancient debris. No, there was like one of those things that I hate there. Oh, that's lava. That's what that is. That is lava. Yeah, but I'll just do like a little bit of this. And if I right click and happen to see something that's like that looks too big to be ancient debris, but yep, so that was quartz, right? This one could be ancient. Nope, it's gold. But I'll basically do this because in the overworld, because of how many ores there are, like it's nice to be able to know that there's something there, but it's not as valuable. I think down here in the nether where there's far less ores, it's kind of what did we find here? Like is there an abandoned mine shaft in the nether? That's kind of cool. Did not know that was a thing. Did not know that at all. But yeah, we can totally like get an idea of where some stuff is. Are there chests in here or no? That's like the whole allure of an abandoned mine shaft is goodies and loots and stuffs. So hey, there we go. Goodies and loots and stuffs. Okay, so clearly I have some inventory cleaning up and problems to deal with. But I've got ancient debris, so that's exciting. I'm going to put away most of the other junk that I've got just in my backpack here, and then we'll be ready to roll. Alright, after a little bit of mining, and my pick being almost full, I think I'm going to... go home and get something that's new. Oh my goodness! Reaper, please. Rude. Being rude. Creepers. Just hanging out right at my portal so that as soon as I come through. How rude was that? Alright, so now in theory, when I go to put everything away down here, it should all go into the drawers, right? Yep, pretty much everything except... Yeah, that's what I wanted to see, actually. That is awesome. And now here's the good part. I probably got a ton of gold from that. So I'm going to actually, like, grab a few gold blocks. And start making more blaze gold. Because, like, I want more of this happening. And this is my limitation at this point, not that. Although, could always use more of that, too. At some point, this will be fully automated, by the way. But we'll get there. So what I want to make is a pocket storage. This was recently added to the pack, so it wasn't here before. But if we look at pocket storage, there's 4 tiers of it, and they can each hold a bunch of different items up to a maximum amount, and then it'll start voiding excess amounts. So for example, pocket storage 1 holds 8 different items up to 255 of each. So I'm going to get like 4, maybe 6 of these, right? We can now upgrade that to tier 2, which will hold 16 items and up to 4096 each. That might be sufficient. If we wanted to, we could get to the next tier, but I don't think I'm that flush on diamonds. And here's the cool part about this, is it'll automatically pick up any item in its buffer automatically. So things like that I find a lot while mining, like cobblestone, and as we mine, we'll find more and decide what else should go in here. But if I put these in here now, anytime I pick that item up, it's just going to go right into that, and that's kind of cool, right? So the reason that's beneficial is now when I'm down there mining through a ton of netherrack, I'm not going to be picking up a ton of netherrack, right? I have to go to the other side of my portal now. I have to fill that in. All right, so back the hunting for ancient debris. And the cool thing about this now is, look, as I'm mining this, none of this going into my inventory. The nuggets will. Okay. Now, if I put nuggets into this thing, they would go there first. But all the stuff's going in there. How cool is that? And then I can just do a quickie scan. There's clearly some stuff here, but those are just more nuggets. That looks too big. Also, that's quartz. That's kind of big. That could be. Because you know ancient debris doesn't spawn in such large chunks. So yeah. I need to get Skyfall on my dude here, on my shovel. It makes finding ancient debris easier, not easy. But, like I said, higher tiers have a better version of this scanner thing. Okay, so that's cool. Like, that could be ancient debris, or it could be far enough away that it's outside the range, and there's more of it than it seems. Yeah, it just happened to be a small node of gold. Alright, I will be mining, and we'll be back. Ah, this one worked. See? Knew it would be useful. And generally what I'll do is, as I come across things that I think I'll be getting a lot of, I add them to the pocket storage. Okay. I didn't do amazing, but I did alright. I think I got around 11-ish ancient debris. Thinking of counting when we get back to the base. Cool, so all you guys can go away. All this junk, nether quartz. And the nice thing is I know everything's nice and organized now. And look how much netherrack I got. Like, holy cow, that's a lot of netherrack. So, yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot of netherrack, but that's okay. I'm going to keep one of those in there. That should be cool. So how do we do with ancient debris? We're at 14. That's not terrible. Now, any cool, sneaky, tricky stuff to get me extra scrap. Because normally by default it's 1-to-1, right? Oh, somebody has an update to do. I had to fix this for Just Dire Things. That's a JEI bug. Not a big deal. It's just the arrows missing. So the squeezer from Integrated Dynamics will give you a 75% chance to get an extra ancient debris. Probably will wind up doing that. And then Crusher from Mechanism can triple it, but we're not getting into Mechanism just yet. Anything else? Alloy Smelting from Ender IO. So I'm going to say the best bang for your buck right now is going to be this dude. So I'm going to click that guy right in there. Now the squeezer's pretty cool. It's from a mod called Integrated Dynamics, and it's a very complicated mod. We will check it out at some point. But what you should know for now is that it has a few recipes. In order to use the standard one, you literally put the item in there and jump on it, and then you'll get the items out. Now, it's a 75% chance to get an extra. So, much better than a 0% chance to get an extra if you were to smelt this stuff. Obviously, a little bit more manual effort, but to get 75% more ancient debris into scrap, I feel like it's probably worth it. Yeah, definitely. So, definitely a cool mod. Big fan of Integrated Dynamics if you want to do something complicated. So there's a lot of different mods that allow for a lot of different things. In general, the rule is like, there's some mods that allow you to do some like really simple and basic automation, and they're really simple and easy to learn. And then there's some middle grade ones that are like a little bit more complex, but allow you to do more cool stuff. And then Integrated Dynamics is at the far end of the spectrum of you basically, it's really, really complicated, but you can do some insane automations if you learn it. And we'll take a look at it throughout the series at some point. There's a lot of things we're going to get into in this series. But for now, I'm going to get into Applied Energistics holding a lot more items than it currently does. Cool. So what we're going to need is another 4K storage cell. Okay. So I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to upgrade you to a 4. And then I'm going to turn that 4 into a deep storage drive. So for that, we're going to need 1, 2 of these, and that should be it. Cool. We'll just need quartz glass, and then the 4K deep storage disk. Sweet. Okay. So then I'm going to put in the bottom right here. Well, no, I'm going to put it in the top left because I want that to be the first place things go. Okay. So this can just hold a bunch of stuff. So what I can do is I can like, well, not you because you're a bad example, but if I came down here to like redstone repeaters, took them out and put them back in, would it go in here? Yeah. So 6 items are in use now out of the 4,000 available in this dude. So what we want to do now is like get everything off the existing disks and into this one. So to do that, what we're going to make is something from Applied Energistics. It's a block. Its name is kind of escaping me. Not spatial IO port, not spatial pylon. IO port? That might be it. I think that's it. I think we want IO ports. Are we out of cables? We might be out of cables. But the IO port is pretty much what we want to make. So where are we on Certus quartz? Let's go downstairs and get some more dust. And while I'm at it, I might do that. Let's turn off hammer mode real quick. Beautiful. And then a little bit more dust from that. So what we'll do is we're going to want more of you. So put these in here. Just get as many as I can. Good. Lots of cables, right? So we're going to want 2 disk drives for the IO port. 1, 2. And then we can upgrade that into an IO port. And I'm going to just usually stick that right here. And this will allow you to take anything off an existing drive and dump it back into the A system. This has 2 good purposes. One, if you want to transfer stuff off one disk, like this one, you just put that in there and boom. Now, all those items landed on that first disk. How cool is that? Also, anything that was in this disk that belongs in the in the drawer system would have been moved over there as well. Okay, so now I'm going to take this stuff and dump it over, and like, now we're cooking, right? So we can do that, and we can do that. And now you're storing 1,948 items. You guys are all empty. And all the stuff that I had before is still there. It's just been transferred over to my new friend, the deep storage drive. Now, this gets even cooler, because what I can do is I can shift-click a disk, and it'll take out the 4K that was in there. And we can upgrade that 4K to a 16K. And a 16K can go into one of these dudes as well. So I'm going to make another one of these cells and some quartz glass. And man, we are really low on quartz dust. It's a thing I'm going to have to deal with and automate. Okay, and now this 16K cell can go in here, and I'm going to transfer everything off the 4K into the 16K, and now we can hold 16,000 items. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Now, if I am lucky, I could maybe make one more of these. So let's see. No, I'm out of processors. So that's okay. What I'll do is I will hold off on that. I'm going to put you away. I'm going to hold on to these because I'd like another 4K because I can shift click this cell housing now, and like I can add a 16K to it without using any more netherite ingots because like I already used them. So if I make one more 4K, that could be cool, right? I just need to get my logic press, which I had taken out of down here to make you. I'm going to snag some gold, because I'm almost certain that's probably what I'm low on. And I'll probably also snag some of you, and that should be a good start. All right, let's come back in a sec. All right, as I suspected, it's right about wrapping up point for the episode. So let's do this. Let's wrap up here. I might be able to make one more of these. So what do I need? Just 3 logic processors and then I'd be good. I think I can pull this off real quick. So let's do that. Let's pull this off real quick. So what I'm going to do is make this last 4K that I want as soon as I get this dude. Thank you. Hopefully I have everything I need for this. Okay. So you guys go here times 3. That means you can exist, which means you can get upgraded to a 16K. And then I can combine that with my existing housing and get another 16K. So now my system can store 32,000 items. And that's not even as crazy as it can get. And I don't have to worry about inventory no more. How cool is that? All right, so we're going to wrap up the episode here. Like I said, we'll come back next time and continue down the path of playing with AE, playing with Just Dire Things, and a bunch of other mods that we haven't even touched yet. So for now, Del20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. For now, you know what to do. Take it easy.